GETTYTony Blair will announce on Friday his last-ditch attempt to prevent Brexit in a speech at a European Policy Centre event. The former Prime Minister will plead with the EU to look at European reforms to immigration in order to persuade the UK to remain in the trade bloc. Mr. Blair's latest intervention into the process of creating an independent UK comes just over 12 months until Britain officially leaves the EU, using his speech to project a pessimistic outlook to Brexit. The ex-UK leader is expected to say, "Brexit weakens Europe's standing and power the world over. It reduces the effectiveness of the single market by removing from it Europe's second-largest economy, and Britain out of Europe will ultimately be a focal point of disunity when the supreme requirement for unity is so manifest. No matter how we try, it will create a competitive pole to that of Europe, economically and politically, to the detriment of both of us." The former Labour leader's speech will come just days after he was in Brussels meeting with Guy Verhofstadt, the Brexit coordinator for the European Parliament. Mr. Verhofstadt tweeted yesterday afternoon, "I was pleased to welcome Tony Blair today, Friday, February 17, 2017. It can be stopped, if the British people decide that, having seen what it means, the pain-gain analysis doesn't stack up." We discussed a number of issues, including the future relationship between the EU and the UK. Ramona. Efforts to thwart Brexit have increased in recent days, with Jeremy Corbyn announcing the Labour's intention to keep the UK in a customs union with the EU. Under Labour's vision for Brexit, Britain will have to accept freedom of movement and zero controls on immigration, while also have to agree to rulings from the European Court of Justice. However, Mr. Blair will take a different tact in his argument for continued access to the single market. Jeremy Corbyn announced his own attempt to keep the UK bound by EU laws on Monday. Instead, he will argue the need for a comprehensive plan on immigration control in the EU in order to win UK voters and MPs, who have a vote on the final deal, round to the idea of remaining in the trade bloc, calling for MPs to vote in favour of continued EU membership. When debating the Brexit bill, the ex-Labour leader will say outside commentary underestimates the fact that at some point this year the government have got to put a vote to Parliament and win it. They will, of course, try to fudge, but as we are seeing, this cake is quite resistant to fudge, calling on MPs to take action. He will add, "For once, Parliament in this equation can be more decisive than either government or opposition."